So hello guys, welcome to the channel, and today I make a Twyla testing. It's probably a long video, but it's worth it to watch, yeah, right? And I usually do this at the end, but would help me out if you guys like, subscribe, leave something in the comments, would help me out a lot. And yeah, and I have a sponsor going, and we see us in a second. So hello guys, and this is a sponsorship on Smile 1. You can use my code, it will be in my description, my link for buying VGold. It's not 10% is always there, like the 10% reduce, but if you use my link, you get this additional bonuses. You can see it here, right? So yeah, would help me out if you guys use my link in case you wanna buy. If you wanna spend, you can use it with my link, would be helping me out, but only if you wanna spend. Don't spend if you just to support me. Don't do that, okay? So, and how you do this? Here you see the user ID, and here you see the server ID, right? So we go in the game. You can just, here is the ID, this is the ID, and this is the server. You can just click this. It will copy it, and then you can just copy it into here. Okay, the ID and the server, and then you can just pay with Visa card, PayPal, and stuff like that. So you can see it down here, and yeah, this is the thingy what you get extra from with my link, right? If you buy 50k, you get 1,600 diamonds extra, rare summon crystal 10 times, and auto fights 40, and so on, right? And if you buy 200k, which is crazy much, you get 12k V gold, you get 2.4 million gold, and 5 huge stamina pots. But yeah. And let's get back to the video, guys. So, first things about Twyla. You want her to be long in fight. She is strong, she's very strong, she's probably the strongest in a long fight just. Like in Semrah, for example. Everywhere else, she is not stronger than Kigiri or Arrogance or Lust, right? But in a long fight, she is. So, the ultimate, right? You have this one, which makes 12 hits. She will be probably very strong in sticks as well, because the 12 hits are crazy much. Plus, she makes bleeding, which is good. And then we have her passive, right? So, after each ultimate, this one, gives you 10% defense penetration. That means you can stack her up with a lot of crit damage. I probably go with 1 attack and 2 crit damage on Semrah with her. And yeah, she has the soulbound. Hex needs to be on the field for her to get 60% crit damage. She adds up over a long fight so much, but for Guild Boss, she is still good for Guild Boss, but not as good as she would be in a longer fight, right? Because the Guild Boss, when she has 8 ultimates out already, the 9th ultimate gives her the maximum damage with Hex on the field as well. That means she is not popping off like crazy. Like you can see, I did with Ref. I don't have Torado, so I used Ref here, right? You see her damage. She is still good, but it's not like crazy. In Semrah, she makes Hex look like a mushroom. And yeah, I show you guys the testing. I have prepared for you guys 2 sets, which is almost identical. 1 Inferno Raw and 1 Arcana. I test already. Inferno Raw is better on her, okay? I test already. This has 0.5 crit damage less and 32 attack more. This is basically equal. It just doesn't have 100% crit rate, but we just take the crits as information, okay? And yeah, this is the 2 sets. I can show it a quick as well. So we make playtests. This is Inferno now, right? We put her down, put him down, and this is Inferno. And we just use ultimate. And it makes 155. The basic attack makes 155. 170 now. and 28k multi-attacks, right? So I restart. Do the same thing, but I put Hex in the field. She gets Invic again, and Hex on the field. Now I wait a little bit till I use her ultimate. It's Infernal, so she doesn't get more damage if someone uses ultimate, right? So it doesn't matter if we use Hex now. It only counts the card he's drawing, not his basic attacks, his card. Like this one, what we're gonna draw now. This gives you each time 5% crit damage. It can stack up to 60%. So 12 cards drawn, she will have the maximum out of it. Now it's draw 3 cards already. We can use her. We can unsummon him. She already does a lot more damage. And it's like 20% more crit damage because you draw only 4 cards, right? But she would get 60. Right now she has 20 just. So you wanna use her with Hex if you can. She's also strong without Hex, but with Hex she's much stronger. And now I show you guys the Arcana set. That Arcana set is less damage. You saw the damage now, you can pull back and then see the numbers. I don't know how to blend them in. And yeah, let's change the set. Arcana, right? It was identical set. It was on a Nai, I remember it. I just made the sets to be identical, see? It's just not maximum crit rate, but we just take the crits as granted, right? I also use this artifact, probably Scarlet Hunt is the best, because she makes bleeding all the time. But just for the purpose of testing, I take Flux, because it will always give the same value. Scarlet Hunt, if there's no bleed, you have to restart and it will just take longer. This artifact you don't want to use on her. I just do it for the testing, right? And yeah, let's go. You see, Arcana stacks also works to stack up if not only her ultimate counts as the Arcana stack thingy, anyone in the team can make ultimates and then she gets damage, okay? Look, she makes already 80k damage in ultimate, like before. It's 21k and 130k, right? With Hex on the field, she gains damage. As soon he draws a card. So that's the first card, and she will gain damage already. Okay, now we stack up the Arcana set, and you will still have less damage than Infernal. Now we do this, then we just put him. I don't have Laurel anymore. Where's Laurel? Sorry guys, I have to bring Laurel. I didn't thought I removed her. Remove this. I don't use them anyway. Boom, Laurel, test. All day. Her and give her Invic. And then we can use this. I don't really wanna use Hex. That's how much ultimates. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she would be 5. Okay, that's good. Then we unsummon them again. I just leave Hollow in so she doesn't die. Then we have the Arcana stats now. See, she makes more damage. 28k and 162. I believe it was 170 with thingy. Okay, just remember 162k. This is Arcana, full stacked Arcana, okay? 162k the basic attack and 27k the multi attacks. With Arcana. Same identical stats, I mean. And then we take Infernal now. Anai. You can see it's the same stats, right? Minus 32 attack, plus 0.5 crit damage. Is basically the same. And then we go in again. 102. This 28k, we had 27 before. And we had 162, now we have 100. No, we had 100. How much we had? Now we have 155 on basic. No, 170. I don't know why it's so random number sometimes. Let's see it again. Let's not use ultimate instantly, just wait a little bit. It's because bleeding, I guess. Then that makes the numbers a little bit different, but now 155. And multi hits 28k. 170, you see? At the end it's 170. It was 162 on Arcana, I believe. Full stack Arcana. So Ephemeral is better, for sure. You also need to know. Let's go in again, and I show you the Hex thingy. Like, Hex and Hair has to be on the field at the same time, otherwise it doesn't stack up. I will not use her ultimate at all, just so you guys can see the damage, right? Look at Hex. That's 5%, that's a card, right? That's 5% more damage, crit damage on her. And then another 5%, now it's 10%. If I use the ultimate with Hexbook, he draws cards faster. That's a card draw. You saw it will always be golden. I don't have Awaken 1, so it will always be a golden card. And you see her damage is going up. Okay, here is the damage always higher. But I don't use her ultimate. Well, it takes very long to draw 12 cards from Hex. Around a minute. Around a minute. When she has 133k basic attack, then she has the maximum crit damage. You see, Hex made a card and she gains damage. Boom. Now again a card. She was at 130. Now she's at 131. You see this? At 133, it's the highest. Now it's the highest. It was 12 cards. You see how long it takes? Then we can use ultimate. And she makes much more damage than before. She makes 33k multi-hits now. And 202 basic attacks. In case of 170 basic attacks and 28k multi-attacks, right? So we have that. Without Hex, she is not as strong, but she's still strong. So yeah, that's the explaining of how she works, her skills and her synergy. And now you also have to consider after 8 ultimates, she's actually the strongest. If you go on Semrah, I don't have a constant, so I have only Dolores on my main team, right, on this one. So I have used Dolores already on Apak too. But here we don't have a Dolores, so we don't have a synergy, we will just spam ultimates. And then we can just make a race, right? And yeah, I have to gear the units, give me 1 second and then we start, okay? Okay, I did a full attack now, we did 91k on Semrah 1, right? You can see here, 30k. I don't save it to make more testing. And this is Twyla. I can show you at the start of the run as well now. This is with 2 crit damage on the right side and 1 attack percent. And I can show you guys the gear, which is cracked out on Hex and Kigiri especially. They have my best gear on the account. While Twyla also have my best Infernal Roar, but I show you first Twyla, right? I have this one with attack speed. And yeah, this is beautiful too. And then we have the crit damage one, yes, very good too. And then here we have the crit damage as well. And then we have attack percent, 1 with HP, right? So this one is not the best option. But then, and we use Scarlet Hunt, right? And then we have Hex. Yes, this 4 rolls, 4 rolls, 4 rolls, 4 rolls, and crit damage, okay? Twyla had attack speed, and she is out damaging him like nothing. Same goes with Kigiri. Also attack, attack, attack. And then here, this one, beautiful as well. And here also crit damage. So, I was thinking to put Lucius out and put Hollow in. to get the rage regen. To get the rage regen to make Twyla even stronger, if that makes sense. And yeah, we try it now. I just don't know if she's scared. Yeah, she looks scared. Do we have an... No, we don't even have this. We can give this some more attacks for the team. Okay, let's go in again. I just give Invic to Hex and Twyla and Lust and Kigiri. We do this, Kigiri here, this, Hex here, this. Okay, Lust doesn't get Invic this way. But that's fine. That's fine. Then we do this. That ref is our tank, so I can just cast. I did Hex. I did my ref tanky, so I don't need to time Kigiri and Semrah 1, right? It's just too much for me to make, right? And then we make autocast, and you can see. You can see the damage. Kigiri is on top. Twyla will be on top of all of them after a while, but she needs to stack up her damage, right? So you see, she is not high at the moment. But once she used few times ultimate, she will overrun all of them. Her scaling is so high when you have a long fight. That's what I mean. In Guild Boss, she is still strong, because it's also a 5-minute fight. But in Semrah, it's like 2 hours sometimes. Not 2 hours, but 1 hour maybe. And there she's popping off. She's already on top. But she's not necessarily staying there for now. But later on she will. You see this, the damage difference, right? You can see it here. I will just leave the run the whole time, and you guys can look. I have here in this team, I have the Zomi as cleanser from poison, right? So I don't need to time any ultimate. He just cleans them all the time. And then I have 4 stuns, Hex ultimate, and that's it. And Twin Fiends ultimate, right? But for 30k, it's free as hell. So yeah, but keep in mind, right? If you don't use Hex, she will not be that strong as she is now. And the gear I would recommend is Inferno Roar, 2 crit damage on the right side, and 1 attack percent. That's what I have right now on her. I showed you guys the gear before, right? And yeah, I also would recommend to do that. The reason why I go for 2 crit damage is because after 8 ultimate in Semrah, she after 8 ultimate she penetrates 80% defense. So she don't need as much attack, right? It's better on her to have more crit damage because she penetrates so much defense already. Not at the start, that's why she's not popping off at the start, but soon she will be on top of all of them. Yeah, and the Kigiri timing is obviously not there, right? Because I have autocast just. But this is just for Twyla showing. But Hex is all the time rotating, everyone else all the time rotating. It's a pretty good test. And all the information I gave before, you got as well, right? But now, you see, we are already at second phase, right? Second phase, almost third. And Twyla is still not on top DPS. But that will change soon. Because she's scaling up, right? And she is Awaken 0, Hex is Awaken 0, Kigiri is Awaken 0, Lust is Awaken 3. In case you guys wanna know the awakenings. Also depend how much uptime she has with the bleeding and the stuff. But you can see now Twyla is catching up with the damage. And she's on top already. And she probably stays now on top. Because her ultimate is stacked up. Hex is stacked up as well. And yeah. We have no stuns. That might be not good. Ah, he dies before. That's fine. What the hell? But yeah. Yeah, we done with the Twyla testing. This is the last part now. But yeah, Hex is popping off for some reason. But he has more rage regen now because of Hollow. Before I used, instead of Hollow, I used Lucius. Because Twyla will get the penetration out of ultimate as well, right? And yeah, Ref is dead. That's my tank. Now I have to play it normally. To get some more score. Kigiris were probably the tankiest after. And yeah, I made them survive. And boom, boom, boom. And we have the tank back. We can go back to autocasting. Well, Hex died. Because Volka's damage reduction was not on the boss. But you see the point, right? Twyla at the beginning is not the highest damage, but she will scale so much up during a long fight that she will be the highest damage at the end, right? And yeah, I hope that gives you guys a good view how she works, where to use her. Probably you can use her very good in Styx Codex. I'm very sure she makes so much multi-hits that I think she will be very good in there. And yeah, you can see, she's scaling so high up that no one can catch her anymore after. And this is without Torador. With Torador, she would hit so many more often, so more times as well. My English just went down the drain, guys, sorry. But with Torador, she would make multi-hits as well. With Ref doesn't have that. And I don't have Torador, I cannot show it, how much it would affect it. Also for Kigiri and Lust and stuff, right? But I think since she has always the 80% penetration after 8 ultimates, it will benefit her the most, I believe. Yeah, let's hope 3 stuns is enough. I think we're dead here, but we will see. 5 stuns might be enough. No, it's not. Hex and Twin Feet again. But yeah. We had 100k now in our autocast. This was completely autocast. I of course, sometimes I tried to save it, but... But this is Abok 1, this is not Abok 2. I cannot do that on Abok 2, right? But I have a different team there. For me, using Ref and the Abok 2, it works to 120k, but it's just more easy life with my other team. I can just kinda automate it too. That's why I do it like that. And I have Alistair there, where the damage reduction is always on, right? Hex is so squishy, it's crazy. And yeah, use Scarlet Hunt on her, because she makes the bleed almost all the time. It's so often on. And that benefits the whole team as well. It's like Salazar, but much, much more damage. And especially on Semrah. Semrah also gets HP and defense and stuff. Actually, no defense. But he gets the HP and stuff over a long time, which makes Thingy stronger again as well. She has 300 million, you can see. I unsummon now after they attacked here a little bit. And yeah. And I saved this run. But yeah, that's the test. It's a long video. You guys can skip where you want. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we see us on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace, 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 peace. I forgot to show the damage. I will show the damage. I saved this run just. And yeah, here's the damage. Twyla with 302. Last with 215. But Hex died often, right? And then you have Giri. I showed you guys the gear before. You have to skip back if you want to see it. I showed the gear from the top units here. And yeah. Peace, guys. Peace, 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 peace.